red light runners, shoes falling off the back of a car, letters missing off a sign make for a funny one. Also, cool bridge and combine picking cotton, plus load updates, Rusty, and more. This episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Today is Friday the 27th. Just about to cross into North Carolina from Virginia. When last we spoke, I had picked up, or I hadn't even delivered. No, yeah, I had delivered. I was just about to pick up my load in Cozad, Nebraska, of plastic going down to Edenton, North Carolina. So, long trip, crazy week. Anyway, then I delivered that this afternoon, and, or this morning, no, yesterday. Don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, yesterday. Then drove up to Franklin to Love's near Chesapeake, where I had booked another load. I think I had already mentioned this one last week, going back towards Marietta, Oklahoma, to a Family Dollar Tree distribution center. It's all cheese crackers and chocolate chip cookies going to the Dollar Tree distribution center up there. So if you buy chocolate chip cookies or cheese crackers, and you live in northern Texas, southern Oklahoma, you're welcome. Alright, so we got a few things on the dash cam I'm going to show you later on. One going over one of those really high bridges over the bay on the very eastern part of North Carolina. Got some, saw a combine picking up the cotton. That's kind of cool. Also, yeah, I think I meant to save the thing. There we go. Okay. Looks like we got the Lignite back. So there's the good news. I think I mentioned in the last video that they had it coming up for Wednesday the 1st and Friday the 3rd. I was able to book a load going up to Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin on Monday after I deliver in Oklahoma, and that's going to set me up for the cereal again, because I'm going to pick that up on Wednesday, so I can go back to doing the cereal again, bring me through the house on Cheyenne on Thursday, go pick up the Lignite on Friday, and we might just be able to start doing that loop again. I asked the broker what happened with the other supplier of the Lignite going to Rothschild, Wisconsin, and apparently the quality was so bad it jammed up the machines at the place I delivered to. They had to shut the plant down for a day, so they're going back to picking it up from Glen Rock, Wyoming, which means Clutch Trucker gets that load back again, and I might be able to start doing that loop again. So that alone right there would be a beautiful thing. What do you think? Okay, so I think we are literally about to cross into North Carolina. We're on I-85. I had to take Highway 58 from Chesapeake. Tons of construction in Chesapeake, Virginia, and everything. But anyway, so here we are about to cross back into North Carolina because, yep, see, next exit is exit 229. So this must be the border right essentially about here. Alright, I didn't see a welcome to North Carolina sign, but maybe I just missed it. So, I had to get new batteries in the truck when I was staying at the TA in Concordia, Missouri. A couple of the days before that, I've been smelling that rotten egg smell, and that's what always tells you your batteries are going. And it was really bad when I got parked there Monday night. Tuesday afternoon, I was just like, okay, I gotta get this done. They actually had fairly decent prices there. They got me right in and out. So it's a beautiful thing. So now we have new batteries on the truck. That cost about $800. But you know, as the weather gets colder, here's what always happens. Summer kills the batteries, but you never find out about it until the winter. When your temperature drops and you try to go start your vehicle, and nope. So I didn't want to deal with that in the winter months, so I went ahead and changed the batteries out. So, gotta do that, baby, gotta do it. Just about dusk here, as you can see, it's kind of dark. But you can see the trees are all changing color, which is kind of cool. Already that time of year, so yeah, we're just about to November. Not looking forward to the winter, no. Maybe I can, well, if I'm doing the back to my Wyoming up to Minnesota and Wisconsin load, I'm going to be dealing with a lot of weather. What do you think? So, maybe it'll be a nice mild winter. Yeah, doubt it. Anyway, we can only hope, right? Okay, so here it is now, Friday night. I am parked at the TA in Mocksville, North Carolina, and I reserved a spot. I really don't like the reserved spots here because they lean. I like the ones on the back row against the grass for Rusty, and they're a little flatter. And but I wasn't sure if there'd be open spots. Well, turns out there was, so I ended up parking at one of those. So I'm actually not using my reserved spot, but you know, I just wanted to make sure I had a place to park. Fueled up when I got here, and then I had to recharge my AC because I've got a leak in the AC, and I've had to keep recharging that about once every week and a half or so. Did that, and as I opened the hood, I saw now I've got a coolant leak. Yeah. Remember when I had all the issues with the coolant pump, the water pump, which is the coolant pump? They just call it a water pump. And they had to take that big main line off. Well, in Joplin, Missouri, when they took that line off, they took off these clamps, and then they lost them, I guess, or something, and they didn't put them back on. And I noticed then one of the clamps is resting on this piece around the front of the engine, and I thought, okay, I need to get another clamp for that, and I kept forgetting to do it. And well, that metal tube that's coming from the coolant reservoir that goes around the front to the water pump, now it was rubbing against a bolt, and now it managed to rub a hole into it. Tiny little hole, but it's pissing out enough of the coolant that it's going to be an issue. So now I've got to try to find that part. I taped it up as best I could for right now. Only a Freightliner is going to have that part, and of course now it's Friday night. It's not a weekday anymore. There is a Freightliner in Statesville just a few miles down the road. Hopefully they'll have the part, you know, because now I'm going to have to deal with this all weekend long now that I've got myself booked for the next week and a half. So I've got to try to get that done. There's always something, baby. There's always something. Just when you think you've been driving along for a little while without any major breakdowns or issues, no, something's going to come up. So you get kicked in the teeth again. All right, so now on a lighter note, let's get to some of the fun stuff that I found on the road. When I was on my way to Edenton, North Carolina, to pick up, you know, it's almost on the coast there. So you cross over some inlets and some bays. Huge bridge going over this inlet. Check this out. All right, here we go off across this inlet here, on the edge of North Carolina. On my way to Edenton. I always like catching cool views like this. Also, when I was on my way down to Edenton, North Carolina, I think I'm running around the Greensboro area or something. This little black car, sports car, comes onto the road, and all of a sudden a shoe falls off the back, and I see there's another one still on the back, and I caught that one on the video. But the first one had already fallen off the back of the car. The second one's right there. Look at that. You can't really see it, but yeah, it's about to come bouncing off the back of the car too. It just cracks me up. They're going to have a interesting moment later when they go, well, where are my shoes? I took them off. Oh, there it is, bouncing down the road. And then right after I delivered yesterday, coming back out, back up to the main road, caught a combine there in a cotton field. Yep, they still have cotton fields in the U.S. And so the combine was doing the initial first run, I think, of picking up the cotton out of the field. All right, as I come up on the intersection there, you can see the combine across the road through the bug splatter on the windshield. And he's stopped right now, but you can see the driver is just climbing back up into the combine. He's going to get it moving here in a minute. You can see behind him where it's not as white. It means he's picked up most of the cotton. Now he's moving forward. As we make the corner, we can see, yep, vacuuming up that cotton, baby. Pretty cool. Love to see America work. Then after I picked up today and I'm coming back around through Suffolk, Virginia, whole bunch of construction there, coming up on a red light, and I in a big truck with a light load, which is harder to stop a big truck on a light load when you see a red light ahead. I was able to stop, and look at these two idiots. All right, coming up on the yellow light, and you can see it's yellow right there. I managed to stop in time. Pickup flies through it, and the car behind them really runs the red light. I managed to stop. Can you say Ass-Wagons? And then when I was going through about the Greensboro, I think, area tonight before I got parked, saw this, those Tanger outlets, Tanger outlets, those, fashion outlets, whatever. The sign was missing a couple letters. All right, look carefully. Yeah, it's missing the T. So let's go to the anger outlets, shall we? I want to be violent when I'm shopping. All right, so yep, just when you think the breakdowns and the issues are over for a little while, no, something has to pop up. At least I saw it after it had just started, so it hadn't been leaking too bad. And because it is a metal line, I put some tape around it to try to keep it from now leaking or from rubbing any more and making it any worse. The coolant had not dropped, the level had not dropped very much. So I might be able to run all weekend with this, just in case I can't get the part over the weekend. I'm hoping I can get it tomorrow. There's a Freightliner in Statesville, we'll see. And I'll bring it to a TA Petro because they charge less for the labor to put something like that on. But it's just going to be that game of playing with that all weekend long, baby. Gotta love trucking. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, some funny video from the road and more and all that, and catching up on all the load updates and everything. Right, Rusty? Yes, he's patiently waiting for his bag and strip. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. I do get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram. Clutch Trucker on what used to be Twitter, now X. And recently, again, just put something else up on the Clutch Trucker 5 at TikTok, where I did a quick little thing about how I did more than 700 miles in a day legally, because some people have put in the comments on one of my previous videos that that's not possible. Well, it is. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. What's that strange and unusual plant in the window? It's an Audrey. Audrey 2. Okay, he's all anticipating the bacon strips. Is that what you want? Is that what it is? Happy dog. Alrighty, there you go. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Right, Rusty? Happy doggy. Loves them bacon strips. It's a beautiful thing. As I always say, crack cocaine for a dog. Oh, yes. Boy, you're tearing through them tonight. There you go. There's another one. His reward for helping me do the opening and close of the videos. Yeah, as soon as I pull out that light for my camera and the microphone and all that, he knows he's getting the bacon strips, so he's all over it, baby. That's a happy dog. All right, savor that last piece there, Rusty. It's a beautiful thing. There's a crumb. You get it? All right.